All right, we're back.
Oh, hello, Noah. How are you?
Not too bad, Jack. We're back with another episode of the Hobbyist Game Guys podcast. I actually had to run that back in my head a couple times. I was like, what is this thing called again?
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, we're back. We had a lot of fun recording the first episode, and we thought, you know what? Let's run it back. Let's keep it going. This time we're going to be talking about more video game stuff, and I think we're going to get into a little bit more D&D related things too.
Yep.
Because it's another passion of ours. But to start, I thought we'd just talk about what we've been up to, what's going on, games we've been playing, things of that nature. I'm going to just give it right to you. What do you think?
Yeah, it sounds good to me. So, first I need to address that our audio quality. I think it's probably improved since last time.
I hope so.
Noah's put the work in trying to get a good setup, but a little bit of hum, a little bit of technical difficulties.
It's a work in progress. Yeah, I'm not a production manager, so this is going to be a learning experience and a learning curve, but it's fun and a little bit frustrating, but that's fine. We don't need to worry about audio. This is a video game podcast for the most part, not a amateur production podcast.
I guess it's both of those things technically.
Yeah, that's true. It is amateur in nature, but yeah. So I've been playing a lot of stuff because I've been streaming video games lately. So we played a little bit of Divinity Original Sin 2 together. That was pretty fun. Although the stream kind of borked out also. So clearly I'm just so good at this that I just decide to keep doing it.
It's a learning curve, man. We'll be there in no time.
Yeah.
We'll be up there with the Joe Rogans and other famous podcast insert here in no time, you know?
Except these guys have, like, people doing the production for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
We don't have that kind of budget for 9 listeners.
I'll put in a little bit of elbow grease myself and try to see what I can learn. That's fine.
That's fine.
Just so we've got... But like 2 heads are better than 1. Although my head is it's like
half a head,
a demi head. Yeah,
sure. But anyway, yeah. So we did a little Divinity Original Sin 2. We're doing the magic only run, no physical damage, and that's been pretty fun. Very challenging early on, especially.
Oh yeah, and Divinity 2 is a hard game at the start. It's like. It gets hard later again, but there's certainly a hump at the start where you really need to figure out you're trying to build yourself, then you get one shot by something, and it's a sad time. But I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, you just don't really start off with like a lot of equipment or skills or
zero armor, and like you need armor because you're gonna catch on fire in every single fight. It's just a fact of the matter.
Yeah, so that's been fun. Outside of that, I've also been playing a little bit of Absolem, which is a cool roguelike beat-em-up game. So I've been trying to convince you to get into that with me because I think you'll enjoy it, and it's really, really good combat, and you love Turtles in Time. So
you know what? Yeah, I'm sold. It's beat-em-ups are so fun as co-op. Alone, they're all right. They can be fun. But co-op is where it's at, absolutely. So,
I've definitely had a few like moments on stream just like dying excessively, and like single player, you're just like, oh, reset right back to the beginning, and that's been not so fun. So I think 2 players really where it's at with that game. But outside of that, also started a challenge run for Persona 4 Golden. I'm going to get you into Persona one of these, not to spoil one of our coming segments of trying to convince each other to get into specific games, but it's a fun franchise. It's just like, it takes like 14, 15 hours to get good, but then it's good. It's just, but then you have like 100 hours to go, and it's all smooth sailing from then.
Just 2 full work days of build up, and then you're cruising.
I get you. It was fun. There were some funny moments I had streaming that one where I don't remember when. I think it came out maybe like 2010-ish. I'm not looking this up. I'm just off the top of my head, like around there. So it was, and it's also from Japan. So like it's not politically correct whatsoever.
Lovely. I'm into that.
Yeah, but with that comes like just like creepy Japanese into young girls stuff.
I was gonna say Japan has, they don't need to conform to a lot of things the way that like Western developers. I don't want to say need to conform, but if you're a AAA developer, you're gonna be conforming. It's just gonna happen because you don't want to get smeared online and this and that. Japan, they're their own thing. They'll do what they want. So good for them.
Yeah, but that's been fun. I have a few other games that I've picked up on Steam recently, but I haven't really gotten a chance to actually play them. Some more puzzly type games because apparently that's my wheelhouse. But really, I play them with my wife because like she likes the more chill vibes of those types of games. So that's like a nice thing to have. And then so that's kind of what I've been playing. What about you?
Oh man, so my wife is away this week for work, so I've had a lot of time to play Warhammer 40k Darktide and unlock all the different little cosmetics and whatnot and get achievements and just dopamine hits.
One of your games of the year last year.
Yeah, and it's trending towards that way for this year, depending on how things go. But I've been overplaying it though, to the point where it's almost like you sit at the computer and you just open it up and you don't even want to play anything. It's just that I don't have any particular chore at the moment. And I'm just playing this, and it's a rat on a wheel.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try this week to get away from it. Also, my wife is home, so I'm gonna have chores. So but
yeah, back to reality, buddy.
But yeah, the what's the name of that beat 'em up?
Absolum.
Why does it have a bad name? That is not sticking in my head. Absolum?
Yeah.
It sucks.
ABSOLUM.
Yeah, they were trying to be too fancy. But I won't judge it by the name.
It's biblical in nature, but that's okay.
That's fine. That's fine. There's a lot of names that like goodliest. That's a word, but I'm not going to say it.
It's one of King David's sons, man. He was a bad king, famously one of the worst kings. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah,
we're getting loose in episode 2. Yeah, we should do some co-op of that though, and I do also want to try out the Marvel Cosmic Invasion. I think I don't have it yet, but I do want to get it. I think that'd be really fun. Just like playing like Venom, Wolverine. You just like
dude, that's like top 2 favorite
characters
for 90s kids especially, because that's like when Venom and Carnage became the shit.
I was talking to some people and I was like, I love playing like. Wolverine's my favorite X-Men. Like, can I play as like Wolverine and like Super Saiyan Wolverine? Like, can I just do like 2? Because like all the Dragon Ball games, you can be like, I'm Super Saiyan 2 Goku, and I'm also Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and also, so I'm like, can I just do that? And they're like, well, no, but you can be like Venom and Wolverine. I was like, okay, I'm sold.
Yeah, that's sick. You know what? This week we'll find time for both. That's nice about beat 'em ups. We can stream for 30 minutes and just be like, we were on, and just do a little bit. Or we get super into it and we're on it for like 3 hours, whatever. But it's not like you don't start playing Divinity Original Sin and play for 20 minutes. It's a complete waste of time.
Well,
you'll accomplish nothing.
Yeah, 20 minutes is just like inventory management.
Exactly. Yeah, that's like,
That was the problem with me. Like, that's one of the things that actually helped me get off of Baldur's Gate 3, which was like, I would load into it. I was trying to do a honor mode run, and I was in like the second act. And like I would load into it after taking like a few days off or whatever, and kind of forget what I exactly was trying to do. And then I would like look at my inventory, and I just have like so much stuff and all these items and like managing 4 characters. Like, what am I doing here? And then I would close the game, and that was a good offboarding, I think.
That's totally fair. There's certain games where like it's I don't want to say busy work, but it's almost, let's call it busy work. When you're like, well, what am I going to sell? And the UI is pretty compatible in Baldur's Gate 3 for just like ease of use. But at the same time, you're going to pick up a lot of items. Yeah. And if it's your first couple times through, you don't know what everything is.
Well, and you might have like a few magic items that are like pretty similar. And you're like, wait, should I be using this one or this one? And yeah, it's just like, it got to be a little too much for like, and this was a subsequent playthrough. I didn't need to do it again. So that was good. But actually, I have a question for you. This is a little curveball. It's not in the show notes. So I was thinking, because I've been maybe purchasing some video games lately. Like,
okay, sounds like it.
Well, the way that I do my mental math for video game purchases is like under $20, it's free.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so if it's under $20, it's basically free. And you don't need to worry about it on the books too much. But like you do have to look at your credit card and see like how many $20 purchases you've made. Like so I try to keep it's like $7 game that's basically free.
Oh yeah, I okay. For me, it's more like under $10 is basically free. $20?
Well, but like you can get away with a few of those every month, and like it's not $60 you spend on video games. Okay,
Yes.
whatever, no big deal. But if you're buying big AAA games and like things of that nature, like it's gonna really add up.
Oh, absolutely. Like if I see an $80 game, the first thing I think is go fuck yourself, developer, because why it doesn't make sense. Like you're just not going to get me. And then I'll wait and I'll see it's on sale for $60. I'm like, oh, the price of what a game should be when it's new. And then I don't buy it. And then a year later, it's on sale for $30-$40 and I'll bite it. But
basically, so there's that aspect of things. And then when it comes to like bigger purchases, like if I'm considering buying a console or something like bigger, then I have to really think about it. First of all, I'll try to buy it used if I can. And then other than that, I also, let's say, like I have maybe some side hustles. I'll bring in a little bit of like spare income. So that's like my fun money. And it's like, it doesn't go into my main bank account. I can spend this on whatever I want. And that I can use for a bigger purchase. So that's what I was wondering. I was like, how do you feel about just like picking up random games here and there, like little things or like a bigger thing? Like how do you normally manage that?
So I'm gonna stick with what I said of less than $10. I still don't consider it free, but I'm gonna consider it. I'm gonna consider it like not a worry about purchase because like okay, if I could go and I don't do this, but if I did go to Starbucks and it's like that's a drink. It's a hot drink which is gonna last me 30 minutes because I drink slow. Like that's the same cost. So yeah, whatever. It's not a big deal. But for $20, man, that's a little bit high for me. But I also don't have a side hustle bank account, which would totally change my perspective. I have once a year I get, not to get into Canadian anything, but I work in a different province from which I live, and I am taxed more. And I get a big tax return because it's like 10% tax that I get back. So that money, around that time of year, I'm a little bit more loose with my video game purchases. I'm like, oh, no, I will buy the $80 game because I don't care. I just got a few $1,000s in the old bank account. So
got it. Okay. And just to clarify, I was being a little hyperbolic when it comes to $20 is free. Yeah, I think like $7, like I'm not even gonna blink.
Yeah.
If it's like 15, I'm like, okay, like how much am I gonna play this? Like, is it fun? Am I buying this to like just play with friends like one night and we're never gonna touch it again? Then I'm like, okay, like is it? But also think about like you want to go buy a movie ticket or something. That's gonna run you $15 off the bat. So I try. That has been my kind of like metric. Like how many movies is this? And how much value, like how much more entertainment am I going to get than an hour and a half movie?
That's the way, I think it's a very healthy way of looking at it. Because, they last a long time. A movie's 2 hours in a seat with strangers. And I like the experience of going to a movie, so I don't want to shit talk it. But yeah, it's a game, potentially, could be like 100 hours, depending on the game. Or, 1,000 plus if it's Baldur's Gate 3. Like that game was the best. I paid full price and it was the greatest, money for a dollar. Or, value for dollar there is out there.
This is true.
Yeah. So it really depends. I get soured sometimes when I spend money on a game. Let's say it's like $40 to $60 game. I just don't like it. And I get like, 10, 20 hours in, it sucks. And then that's when I will start hesitating with buying things. I'm like, I just wasted money on this. I didn't even like it. And I, of course, waited too long for Steam to give me a refund. So yeah, there's ebbs and flows, man. Like sometimes I'll buy games and be like, woo, loving it. And other times I'm like, that game sucked and I'm scarred for life.
Yeah, I feel bad because I recently, I bought, have you heard of Expedition 33?
Yes.
Obscure?
Yeah.
I think I ordered that wrong. But anyway, very popular game, won Game of the Year last year from the Game Awards, and I was like, I want to play this, but it doesn't run really well on Steam Deck, and I can't really run it on my laptop.
Yeah,
and so I bought it on Steam, and I'm like, well, I can't really play this, but I waited too long to return it. So now it's just sitting there, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to buy a $3,000 computer just to play a $50 game. So I might just have to rebuy it on like Xbox or something.
Yeah, that sucks, but it happens. I mean, that's my original path I took with Divinity Original Sin 2, where I could play it on my laptop until the fire stages where everything's on fire and it busted it. So I got it on my PS4, and then it played great, and then I got it, then I can actually play it on Steam when I did buy that laptop. But the laptop investment it's heavy. It's like anything over $1,000 is like, I can see that as like a solid fraction of my yearly income. It's scary. It's scary.
Yeah. I know. I was like going down the rabbit hole because I'm like, well, if I'm going to get into streaming, I'm into, podcast production like we're doing here. I'm like, I got to get a better machine. And I was literally going down the rabbit hole the other day when I was supposed to be working and just like, yeah, it's not so bad. Like 3,000, like that's, pretty, considering graphics cards are so expensive and RAM is so expensive now.
Oh yeah.
I was like, this is a pretty good deal. I should buy it now because RAM's only getting more expensive and graphics cards are only getting more expensive. So I almost like girl math my way into it.
Yep. Yeah, totally fair.
But I didn't. And I instead just bought a capture card, and now I can at least stream stuff from the Xbox. And
yeah, that's smart. Like at some point, yes, you're gonna level up your laptop. And that, or you maybe you go like a big old box PC.
Well, that's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking at. Because if I'm going to do it, like realistically, I'm not taking this laptop out and about anymore. Like it was good for school and stuff like that, but I don't need to do that anymore. But anyway, that was just my little side tangent. I was just curious on how you manage it. Because I think a lot of podcasts that cover video games, that's like their job and they get paid to do it.
Yeah.
And they can buy all the big games right away and play them whenever they want. And it's like...
Or it's given to them. Because
or it's given to them. But it's like either it is given to them or it's like tax deduction.
Yeah, either way. But yeah, for us, it's... I mean, if like, let's say there's something, for example, the whatever the game that you're trying to get me to play.
Absalom.
I'm never going to get that. Because my brain thinks... Absolve right away, and then I wants to say Solomon, Absalom. I got it, right?
Yeah,
I get it. Anyway, so I'll, if we're gonna discuss it, let's go. Let's play it. If we're gonna play it together, that's another thing.
We'll do it together.
If someone's like, hey, I'm gonna play this. Do you want to play with me? I will probably splurge on it because it's like playing with your friends.
Yeah,
is extreme. I consider that very valuable time.
It is, but we can also do it local. We can play it locally. Here first and just try it out.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, I've got my gaming laptop, and I kind of agree with you. It's like the next computer. I will keep this gaming laptop until it dies in like whenever that is. It's still in great shape. But yeah, I'll probably get a box next time, like a proper PC. But I do like having a laptop. But maybe my laptop is just like a laptop in the future.
Yeah. I think just having the dedicated thing. Anyway, that's a tangent. We don't need to cover that too much. But why don't we take a quick little break here, and then we'll get into the real meat and potatoes of the episode. Sounds good?
Agreed.
Great. Welcome back, everybody. So we are going to now jump into the next segment of the show, which is going to be what I am. It's a work in progress title, but video game advocacy.
Yeah.
We're going to advocate for a video game series that we want the other person to get into because it's meaningful to us or one of us likes it, the other one's never played it, that sort of thing. And maybe we'll convince the listeners also to give it a try.
Yeah. All right. Well, you're up.
I'm up. All right.
You're up.
So I kind of hinted to this in the first episode of the show. I want you to get into Fire Emblem.
Okay.
Because you'll like it. Because it's got strategy.
Yeah.
It's medieval.
Yeah.
There's magic.
You get 3 out of 3 so far.
It's grid based, and there's units, but also like you get to know the units because they have their characters and they have this backstory and personalities and stuff like that. And when they die, they're dead. It's permadeath.
Oh. Okay.
Well, the old games are permadeath, or the older games are permadeath. Nowadays, softer audience, you're able to turn on or off permadeath and play it the way that you prefer to play.
I like permadeath because I like stakes. Stakes are important to me. Like honor runs are sick. That's like how video games used to be. And then we got into the very soft times of your Call of Duties and checkpoints every 3 seconds later, and then you were back in a serious stakes. So
yeah. This is it will be maddening at points when you're like deep into a mission and then like enemy reinforcements spawn next to like your mage or something and just wipe them out, and you didn't expect that because you've never played that mission. So you will have to do some resets if you want to keep all of your characters alive, but like they do usually throw lots of characters at you because they're expecting you to lose them. However, I have a sickness and I will not let them die. I will revive them by restarting over and over and over, and I'll bring them back from the dead.
That's fair. When games like that, I usually pick a couple of characters like these are my favorites, and then if Jimmy the blue-haired mage dies, then I'm not gonna lose. I'll accept it. It depends, right? But I do understand your completionist. Everyone must live.
Yeah.
100% happy ending. Yeah. I get that.
Exactly. So, and in terms of on-ramps into the series, I think you have a few options in front of you. You can play the one on the Game Boy Advance, which is called Fire Emblem The Blazing Blade. I think that is a remake. I'm reading it off of the overview from the AI right now. Anyway, I think it's a remake of one of the original ones, but it's really fun. And also, like, the pixel graphics are great. Soundtrack is great. It's that kind of 16-bit, music that you just love. And so I think that's a really good option for you. The story is, like, fine, I think, for the most part. Like,
sure,
you're not necessarily playing it for the story. Good mechanics, fun maps, cool units. You've got like Pegasus Knights, and you've got archers, and you've got like big like fully armored tanky guys, and you've got dark mages and healers and dragoon knights, which are pretty sick. Different weapons. You can equip your characters with different weapons that are good against other types of units and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think it's really up your alley. That's a good on ramp. Another on ramp would be, I would say, Fire Emblem Awakening on the 3DS. Although that one, that's when it starts getting more into the like life sim social side of the like you're like, oh, these two characters fought together a lot, and now they're together and they're gonna have a kid, and then there's reasons in the game, but the kids are recruitable units that
I kind of like that shit actually.
It is actually in that game. It's really cool because there's like a time. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there's a time skip, and there's events that occur that allow you to recruit the kids into your army. And the cool thing is, depending on which parents you like match up together, they're gonna have different hair color and like stuff like that. So like it actually works.
That's really funny.
And the story's fun. The music's amazing. You'll just have to play it on a 3DS or emulate it legally.
I'll be
with a legally dumped ROM.
You know what? I don't give a hoot. Nintendo has so much money, man.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't sacrifice the show to Nintendo. They'll take everything we've got.
I love Nintendo. What was I saying? I never completed my thought.
Nintendo.
I love Nintendo specifically in a historical context, because they don't like people like us who talk about things that they own. Okay. So yeah, and other than that, also there's another on ramp which could be the GameCube one, Path of Radiance, which is GameCube game, good graphic, like decent, 3D graphics and cool characters. Ike from Smash Bros is the main character in that game. I don't know if you. I do know.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay.
That one's fun, and I think it's supposed to be really hard. I've never gotten past like midway through it, but it's supposed to be a pretty hard experience. But I think you'll like it, and I think if you try out Fire Emblem, you'll find a game that really works for you, whether it's the graphics, the music, the social side of it, or whatever. I think you'll actually get into it. But yeah, that's my recommendation for you.
All right, well, that's cool. I'll give it a shot. I'm gonna not get an illegal ROM, and
that's right.
I'm gonna play it. I kind of want to do one of the older ones.
Yeah.
Just because I like to know where things start a little bit. Not that old. I don't want to be. First of all, I bet the oldest ones would absolutely kick my ass through my teeth.
I think Blazing Blade was the first one to actually get released in North America for the first time. Other than that, it was all Japan exclusive.
All Japan, yeah.
I might be wrong on this, so hey, you can send an email into hobbyistgameguys@gmail.com and let me know that I was wrong.
Wow. Oh man, there are someone's already typing. Yeah, absolutely.
It's good. This is how you create engaging content. You just enrage the fans
That's
by
true.
not knowing what you're talking about.
That's true, and we'll never fact check anything.
No.
No desire.
We're not professionals.
We are not professionals, and that's totally fine.
But anyway, that's my recommendation for you. So what do you got for me?
Okay, well, part of this that I didn't really think about is what you buy games, you play games. So maybe I had a couple in my mind, and it's like, if you've played this, then we'll skip it.
Okay, sure.
First one. I swear to God we've talked about this, but maybe we haven't. Did you play Cyberpunk when it came out?
No.
You fucking guy. You think you're some kind of cool guy. You never played Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk's awesome. Okay, we're just going to run with this.
Sure.
So, RPG. Cyberpunk things are cool. I know you're more of a fantasy than a sci-fi guy. I'm aware that you've said this in the past anyway. Nonetheless, this is the fun type of 80s sci-fi where people have big sunglasses that are built into their face, that kind of thing. So I think, how do I even start? Great story, amazing story, fantastic story, big story. The game's enormous. The production is fantastic. I got it when it was first released, and
I heard great things.
Yeah, everyone was complaining about a million things, and honestly, I was so into it, I didn't care. And people were complaining about things that I didn't fully get. They were complaining about the combat, and I did see there was this obvious corner cutting with like certain combat builds. I'm like, this clearly is not what this ended up being. They ran out of time, and they released this without finishing it. There's like a whipping fighting style, which is like, this clearly was not what this was initially intended to be. Like, you're essentially whipping cords at people, and it was very like this is, I think it was supposed to be like you plug into them and give them like viruses.
Sounds
maybe.
like
Who knows?
Iron Man 2, like Whiplash. You know the guy.
Yes, actually, it is very much like that. I think that's what they were like. We ran out of time. Let's make Whiplash, and that's what happened. Anyway, but there's like, you can get gorilla arms and punch people through walls. You can get mantis blades and slice people up. The world is very big. There's so many facets to a game. It's like a GTA game that you don't need to have like a gangster fantasy to want to play. Yeah, like the acting's great. Keanu Reeves, hilariously, is not the best voice actor in the game because he sucks. But actually, he's really no. He's a bad actor.
Coming on here,
he's a bad actor.
What are you talking about? You're coming on here. You're slandering Keanu Reeves. How dare you?
I love
John
Keanu Reeves.
Wick.
I love Keanu Reeves. He's not a great actor, but
he plays the roles that he's meant to play. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's fine. I agree.
He's like, he fits into Keanu Reeves' role.
That's exactly it. Which is not exactly Daniel Day-Lewis. You know, it's not. That's
Do
like
you think
good
I'm
acting.
Do you think I'm watching John Wick to see Daniel Day-Lewis like have a monologue? No.
I get you.
No.
I think Keanu Reeves is great in John Wick, and I think he's great in The Matrix actually as well. But you know what? Have you ever watched the old? It's old now. Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
No.
That is, well, just go look at everyone listening to this. Just pause it, go on YouTube, and look up friggin' clips of Bram Stoker's Dracula with Keanu Reeves pretending to do an English accent. It's amazing. Like, it's so bad that it's awesome.
I like that he's found his niche, which is just basically playing the character that he's comfortable playing and just doing crazy stunts and gun fu.
And that's exactly what he is in this game. He's awesome. He's essentially like, everything about this is so 80s in a certain kind of way. Like, if you like, I'm a big like into 80s like schlocky movies, and also the good ones. Like, big Blade Runner fan, which is definitely a part of this game. But
that's one that I've seen actually.
So yeah, man,
yeah,
I love that
Blade
movie.
Runner. Yeah.
So Keanu Reeves, this is important, plays a guy named Johnny Silverhand, who is a gun wielding, guitar playing, musician, freedom fighting kind of terroristy figure. Anyway, it's just like wild. Like the story's a great old time.
Okay.
The RPG mechanics are good. You can build. There's tons of different builds out there. You can be a gun guy. What type of gun? You can be a shotgun guy. You're gonna be a sniper rifle guy. You're gonna be a pistol guy, which is my personal favorite because I think it's cool to be like a cowboy, especially in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, different. Yeah, it's really well done. If you've ever played any Fallout type games, then you would like it.
Actually,
Sorry, Fallout 3 onward.
I have not played Fallout.
Holy crow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Bit of a blind spot for me.
That's fine. But that's
Although,
fine.
honestly, like, I've watched, clips and videos and stuff, and I'm like, I feel like Fallout 1 and 2 are, like, where I am at, like, a CRPG Fallout game, like, turn-based. Like, I'm like, that's sick. Like, I don't necessarily want to play an action Fallout.
I understand.
You have the right to be wrong.
I've played some Fallout 1 and 2, and I enjoyed them, but they are the type of game where, because I don't have the manual with me, you're like looking at walkthroughs and things like that, which is fine. I've played games like that a lot in the past. They are fun. They are a good time. They're also goddamn hard. Like, they are not fucking around.
Yeah.
Like, beat those games back in the day, you must have been a serious nerd. Like, you're watching Star Trek 24/7, that kind of nerd. Back to Cyberpunk. So in its favor, the story, I personally think the combat's fun, although people have told me I'm wrong. There's driving mechanics, of course, because you're driving around. That's fun. That's pretty well done. Again, people disagree with me on these things. I thought it was a fantastic game, even at the start, even when it was bugged up the butt and all the characters were floating through the air and, they would stand up and their arms would immediately go out to the sides.
Yeah,
and
the T-pose.
I was fine with it.
Fun.
Yeah, T-pose are great.
Okay. Well, I'm interested. I will. If it goes on sale, that's the thing. It's still like pretty expensive.
Yes.
So I'm only buying that on discount. There's no way I'm paying it's still like $60, $7.
Yeah. Definitely wait for the sale. The expansion's also quite good, which has Idris Elba, who's a really good actor.
That's true.
Yeah, but it's great. Actually, I made fun of Keanu Reeves, but he's great in the game. He's like his character. Like, I'm so down with his character. It's it's a lot of fun.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm already thinking of other games to recommend to you, which is fun. I think this is like a fun part of this segment kind of thing. Yeah. But we don't need to do more today. We can come back with that another time. Yeah, I sort of for me, I just really you had yours cooking. I was like, I had one in mind, and I was going to be the Warhammer Total War game, which is it's also super out of your wheelhouse. Yeah. But then I thought, well, Cyberpunk's easy, and then it's almost like it's such a broad game that it's like everything is fun. The shooting it's like it's hard to make a easy, coherent case for it. Yeah. Other than I like it, it's good game. It's good, killing guys with guns. Yeah, I think if I can pick it up on a sale on the Xbox or something, that would be a fun thing to stream and that'd be fun. Okay, let's take another quick little break and come back and go into the next part of the show. Woo! Okay, we are back. I think what we want to do next, we're going to swerve a little bit outside of... Yeah, that's my swerve noise. Thanks. That's great. That's going to show up great. I want to go into a little bit of D&D talk, since you mentioned on the last episode, you want to talk about other stuff other than video games too, which is totally fine. But I thought that we could start off with, I guess, it's not really a debate so much as like a preference thing, but... 2024 Player's Handbook came out in 2024, surprisingly. Who would have thought, right? Which is weird, though, because the rest of the supplements came out in 2025 for the 2020. They really messed up the branding on it. They should have just called it a new edition. Like, they were saying, oh, this is going to be D&D 1. It's going to be called D&D 1. And I was like, okay, fine. You have a unified name. Don't say it's still 5th edition and backwards compatible. Like, it's its own thing or it's not. You can't have it both ways. But you want to sell more money, Hasbro, or you want to sell more stuff. You want to sell more books. I get it. But don't do this. It's a bad idea. But we can talk about that too, but I also want to get into like the actual rules differences maybe a little bit, and like you're a 2014 guy for the most part.
Oh yeah.
And you're not really interested in going over to 2024 rules.
They'll never have my money. They will never have more of my money. That's really where my issue is. Kind of, you touched on all my points. I have some issues with the rules. It's more I don't want to buy this game again for what is essentially, if this were a video game, you're paying for a balance patch. That's what you're getting. And even with balance, like you can't, you know who balances the game? The DM balances the game. Sure, some classes are weak, some are stronger, whatever. At the end of the day, if you're trying to min-max in D&D the whole time, I really, really do believe you're playing it wrong. Everyone can play it their own way. That's the other part. But this is not a video game. You're supposed to immerse yourself in your character. Just because the paladin is smiting for more damage than you, it's not a problem. That's just him being a paladin, you know. But people get you nerds listening to this, it's like, you know, we get so into, well, how much damage did I get out of on average per turn, and that sort of nonsense, which is like, that's not the soul of D&D.
It's true. I feel like you end up with more fun sessions when you play a little bit off character, or you play here's a good example. In the game that you're running, one of the other players is playing a fighter who wields a heavy crossbow, but he's playing as a halfling, and therefore in 2014 rules anyway, has disadvantage with his heavy weapon because he's small.
I love it.
And he does it on purpose, and he knows it's suboptimal, and he still hits a lot because he has high dex and all these things, and he can reroll the ones.
Sharpshooter as well, I think he has. So it like kind of evens out.
It evens out a bit, but he still misses like more than he would otherwise.
Yeah.
Which, you know, like, why would you nerf yourself? Why would you give yourself a nerf?
Because it's fun.
Because
damn it,
you're not playing a video game.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I definitely feel like I've fallen a little bit prey to, like, you watch enough D&D build videos and you start thinking like you're doing a D&D build video, and you're like, all right, I'm going to take one level of monk, and then I'm going to take one level of fighter, and I'm going to go dip into hexblade, whatever. If you say hexblade warlock, we know why you're doing it. Okay?
Yeah.
We know it. Don't say that. Yeah, we know. We know why. Unless you're a full 100% hexblade warlock, you're min-maxing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
But yeah, in terms of the actual rules difference, you're right. Like, it is kind of a balance patch. Like, they made monks better. They made paladins worse. They made rogues kind of the same. They just messed up rangers because I don't think they know what rangers are supposed to do.
No. So 2014, 5e had a very clear system of like, okay, a paladin is essentially halfway between a cleric and a fighter. A ranger is between a fighter and a druid. And it was like very, very, very clear, like these hybrid classes, like which two classes built them. And they have some special stuff, a little special sauce that makes them more than just a hybrid that you can make on your own by multi-classing. And they kind of mess with that in 2024. Like the ranger's a great example, which bugs me.
Well, it's just they had, like, classically in 2014, rangers were a little bit underpowered.
Yes.
And some of their features were flavorful, like, you can track your enemy, and it's your favorite terrain, and, like, you don't need food, and you can automatically get water. Like, that stuff is fun for very specific types of games, but a lot of the games that I've played in, they don't care about rations, they don't care about water, like... So these things just, like, fall by the wayside. So really what you're doing is you're just, like, playing a fighter with a little bit of magic as a ranger.
That's it,
But what they did in 2024 was they're like, hold on, there's a spell that rangers get that has the word hunter in it. It's called Hunter's Mark. Let's just make all of their features around that, except not even that strong.
Yes.
And you're going to have to use that spell, and that's going to be the spell that you have to concentrate on, even if you want to concentrate on something else. And I don't know, it's just a huge whiff. So some of the classes got like nice little buffs, and monks are stronger, and warlocks got some cool stuff, but some classes they just still couldn't figure it out.
Yeah. And even like I have gripes with a lot of different little D&D things. Like for example, and I think this holds true in 2024 as well. But it's like Warlock. It's like, well, this is the introductory class to spellcasting. You know, it's very simple. You have a couple spells. You're like, if you're a full spellcaster, but you're mostly just Eldritch blasting stuff, and there's sort of you add complexity with the sorcerer, and then the wizard is like the most complex one theoretically. And I don't like that. Like, I want to be able to be a very experienced player, and I play a barbarian. Well, the barbarian's kind of the starter martial class. You rage, and then you can. It's like I don't like that. Stop putting these all like. Then I'm always going to play wizard because I'm playing D&D for a while. They sort of put that in there because they're trying to make it very friendly to the masses, which I understand they're making money and blah blah blah. That's not what D&D is about. Esoteric nerd business. That's what this is. Like, it should be about figuring it out. Things should be a little bit complicated because complexity equals depth, and I want depth in my D&D.
But it doesn't equal sales to them. So
yeah, they can suck something.
I don't know. So like overall, I would say, like it's a balance patch that doesn't even get everything right. So is it fair to be like, now you have to buy a new handbook and a new monster manual and a new this and a new that? It's like, well, like, no, like, just stop. Like, I don't know. I took a lot of umbrage with what they did with that stuff, and they were also going after like the system rules document at the time, and they wanted money from creators who made content, and they're like, no, it's copyright now. It's no longer fair use and all this stuff. So I don't know. Just they took a lot of, I don't know. It's obviously like it's part of the Hasbro portfolio, and that's a big problem in my eyes. But I think, which is cool, I'll give a little shout out to a game system that's based off of D&D 5e that I've been trying to get you into for a while, called Nimble. And it looks really, really cool. It's made by one person, and it's basically meant to like streamline the game, make combat fun and fast, and you don't have to worry about like, oh well, I said I was going to shoot the guy, and then we rolled initiative and I rolled a 1. So now the guy's going to punch me in the face instead of me shooting him. Like, it's things like that just make the game flow faster, better. Yep. But I do want to try it with our group, but we're going to have to wait until we finish Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah, once we're done the Tomb, I'm down to dig in. So I read a little bit about it, and I'm down with it. I'm always down to try different rule sets within reason. Like, I've had a friend of mine who basically was like, I want to remake the rules and of combat and this and that, and like really get into the nitty gritty of things. And part of me is like, this is a hobby, and I don't want to spend an exorbitant amount of time learning things. So it's like, if we're gonna do something like that, like Nimble, like reading, like, yes, I'm down. But like, there's certain things where there's like very complicated versions of the game which exist, like fan-made stuff, and sometimes I'm very down to try it because I like the idea, but it's always like, how much brain power am I putting towards this? But I'm down for Nimble.
Yeah,
Nimble sounds fun.
That's why I think it's a good thing, like, and especially for some of our group who are a little bit less experienced.
Yes.
I think it's good though, because it's like, okay, it's still very similar types of classes, although a lot of the names are different and they work a little differently and they have different mechanics and they can do cool things. Yep. And like, combat's a little different and exploration's a little different, but like, it's still based off of the same same system.
Yep.
And it's meant to make it lightweight, which I think we often get so bogged down and, oh, can this actually hit? And, oh, we got to measure this out. And how do you draw a circle in hexes or in squares? And would this actually? Oh, but can I go diagonal? Like, it's just like dumb stuff like that I think really bogs the game down.
Yeah, there's if anyone's got gripes with D&D, it's me. I have so many gripes, but a lot of it is like, oh man, just the way of flow with things. So if Nimble makes the flow better, that's what I'm interested in. New players overcomplicating their own lives is a classic thing which weighs down the game. It's almost like the first 5 times you sit down around a table, you need a guy behind you to just tell you to shut the fuck up and do this thing. You know, it's like you're. But what if I could? Let me read that rule. Hold on. I think I have a feature. And then they never do. Anytime that someone thinks they have a feature that does something, it doesn't do.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're learning how to play a TTRPG and like not be the main character. You are just one of the players instead of the main character. So I think it's tough for some people to be like, well, no, like your character can't do that. Your character doesn't have spells that can do that. Doesn't have abilities that can do that. Like that's not your role. That's someone else's role. But like all new players want to be the main character. I think that you have to learn that the hard way.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, Nimble I think is going to be fun. We'll try it out. Feel free to support the creator. I think he did really really amazing work on it. And for those of you listening, and buy his books. Buy his
Shout
PDFs.
out to Nimble.
Yeah. I think the guy's name is Evan something, but I don't remember. But look it up. It's really cool.
And we play, we could do a podcast on our adventure that day.
Yeah.
And how it went, how we liked it. Also complain about how we probably died.
But I think it does accomplish a lot of the things that really bog down combat, like rolling initiative and ordering combat, and I think it really like nails that stuff. So yeah, anyway, we'll see it in practice. We'll try it out.
Yeah.
Any other D&D hot takes for now or anything like that, or you want to move on?
I'm going to get canceled in the D&D community for my hot takes about table talk and people not knowing their roles. You know what? I got a hot take. I will fight this one to the death with anyone. You got to make a character sheet. I don't care if you actually play with it. You need to fucking roll your shit. You got to sit down, copy what your features are, copy your stats, read the book, and understand your character before you sit down at the table. Otherwise, you sit there with a big PDF explaining your character that you haven't studied, because studying for playing a game sucks, frankly, but it is kind of part of the game. But it's like that moment of sitting there with a pencil and writing everything out is you're building this character. When you actually build it, you understand it, you feel it, and you can become more immersed in it. I think I have played on my phone before. It's happened, but
I agree with you to an extent, because I think for new players who are not gamers or like kind of curious about it, but maybe haven't played Baldur's Gate 3 for 1,000 hours, or haven't played an RPG before, or like they just heard about it. Oh, Critical Role's a cool show. Like I want to see what it's all about. I think for those players, if I said to you, here's the player's handbook, enjoy, make your character, then they're not going to be able to figure it out. Like it's really a huge hill to get past. So I think for that type of person, you're playing a specific game, you're running a specific game with new players, you're giving them pre-made character sheets, you're highlighting the important parts, and you just want to give them a taste, right? You don't want to like throw them into the deep end. That might work for some huge nerds and stuff like that. Like if you're really into this stuff, yeah, you want to dive into the deep end. But I think it is nice to get people a little bit out, like who are not necessarily huge nerds, who are kind of curious, want to get into it, have seen it on maybe Stranger Things or something like that. And like you kind of have to hold their hand a little bit.
I agree. I actually agree for like a lot of new players. But where I'm leaning more is once you've been playing for a while, you gotta get off the app. You gotta go and just have the paper. And as I often have said in the past, your phone is like your leaving reality device. If you're on your phone at a table playing D&D, you might as well be playing online. Like at that point, like it's no electronic device, just you and the game and the speaking to people, because that's what it is. If everyone's looking at their phone or a tablet sitting around a table, it becomes something else. It's like, this is very boomer talk, but it really is. It's like it's a different environment. The immersion isn't there. You got to be immersed with like a pen, a piece of paper, or a pencil, preferably. If you're playing with a pen, you're a fucking nutball. scratching out your health constantly. But yeah, and you're mini, which you're moving around, and you can really get into it. But as soon as you have that, especially it's your phone. Some of you savages are out there watching porn on your phone, and you're holding your porn device, and that's your character sheet. That's terrible. That's a terrible combination.
Yeah, I see your point. I have another opinion that I want to bring up, which is when you start playing a tabletop RPG, you, like I said kind of before, you have main character syndrome. You want to be the main character.
Yes.
You want to have all the cool stuff, all the cool magic items. As you continue in your TTRPG career, you need to move away from that and fast. You need to go the complete other direction where you want your allies to succeed. You want to think of ways that you can help your friends and your party members succeed and try to shift the spotlight to them as much as you can. If you're taking the spotlight, you are playing the game wrong. You need to be passing it back to everybody else. You can have your moments, and it's important, and especially if you're playing like a character-driven game, you're going to have your moments, but you can't be like searching for them. You need to let them just kind of happen. Let them come up. Like, don't be like, oh, I go to this new city. I'm gonna go look for look for this person in my background. Like, hey, DM, is my contact from my thieves guild in here? Like, no. Like, they'll find you if they're there. Don't worry. If you have a competent DM, your thieves guild contact will find you, and you'll have your character arc. But you need to be looking for ways to like enhance the game for your friends.
Yes, agree. And on the same token, which is also like a very coming from playing Baldur's Gate 3 or whatever, conversations with NPCs, they're not a tech tree, or they're not a text tree. That's a lot of people are just like, where's the gold at? Who do I need to talk to get the gold? How many bad guys are there? And it's like this. It's a conversation. You're having a real conversation with this NPC, and if the DM is brave enough, they should just rebuke you and be like, why would I tell you that? But I've seen players bully a DM into providing, they're like, tell me where I need to go, blah blah blah. It's like, this isn't role playing, this is treating it like a text tree.
Yeah, it's not a video game. It's not. And I see that a lot where like they just like start talking and they don't introduce they don't introduce themselves. They're just like, hey, what do you know about this? And it's like, who are you?
Exactly.
What are you doing in my tavern? Like, I do try to throw it back sometimes.
You do a good job. You do a good job for sure.
It's like, I don't want to help you because you're yelling at me and threatening me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But is that our D&D corner for the week?
Yeah, we can call it, man. We could go on forever, so let's save some gas.
We'll save some stuff. Yeah, for down the line. Okay, we'll take another little break. And I think we'll come back. We'll try to do our last segment. We're going to play a little game. Hobbyist game, guys.
Wow. Let's do it.
All right. Back from the last break of the episode. And before we wrap things up, I wanted to take a few minutes to do a little game. I call it Video Game 20 Questions.
Yeah, I don't think we need to explain what it is, really.
You have 20 questions to guess this video game.
Okay. So I'll just, okay. Is it an RPG?
Yes.
Okay. Is it Japanese?
Yes.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, that didn't narrow it down at all. Is it turn-based?
Sort of.
Sort of. It's sort of turn-based.
Not in the traditional way that you would think.
Okay. Sort of turn-based. Okay. Not in the way that I would think. So it's not is it a Final Fantasy game?
No.
We're eliminating things. That's what I'm going for.
Okay.
Elimination of
so that's
things.
what, question 4?
Yeah.
It's not Final Fantasy.
Okay. Is it a game we've discussed on this podcast?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Unless in very briefly in passing.
Ooh. Okay.
But not like featured, not in depth in any of our discussions.
Okay. Is it a game made before the year 2000.
Yes.
Is it Panzer Dragoon?
No. No.
Damn it. Okay.
That was such a pull.
Oh, okay.
Wait, how many questions have you asked?
4 or 5?
Probably 5.
Let's call it 5. Yeah. I think
saw
it's
you,
5.
You had your fingers going up and they stopped at 3.
Yeah. Well, I want to win.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
You've
so it's
already
not Panzer Dragoon.
You've already made a lot of progress.
Okay. Good. Now, my knowledge of RPGs is, I mean, it's a giant genre. I guess every video game genre is pretty big these days. But so before it is Japanese.
Yes.
It is Japanese.
That doesn't count as a question because you already knew that.
Yes, I'm confirming prior questions. Is it on the Super Nintendo?
Yes.
Ooh.
See, this is your wheelhouse. I'm giving you an easy one to start.
Okay.
Then if we have time, if you get this right away, we can ask another one. Or you can ask me one.
Is it Secrets of Mana?
It's not.
So it's not Secrets of Mana. Okay, I've got to... I don't know if that helped me tremendously. I'm trying to... That is not a system I played a lot of RPGs on, in truth. My own Super Nintendo played the hell out of Super Nintendo, but it was not... Ooh, no. Okay, Super Nintendo. Well, it can't be Pokemon. And that's very normal turn-based. Oh my god, this is so hard.
You can try to narrow it down more if you want.
I'm trying to think how. Super Nintendo, Japanese RPG. Does it have cutscenes in it?
Yes. I think, yes.
I'm going to say a couple games now that I'm not even sure if they're on the Super Nintendo.
Okay, how many questions do you have left? Like 12?
Probably.
Okay. Listeners at home know that we can't count.
Yeah, I completely forgot about counting. Okay. Is it Chrono Trigger?
Yes. Wow, there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
That was quick.
Nice.
That was
Wow.
quick.
Oh, okay.
I'm impressed.
Because honestly, if after that I was...
Well,
that was it.
I had a different game in mind
Okay.
to ask, but I figured I'll start with, that was a softball, we have to admit.
Sure.
That's a bit of a softball.
There's softer balls. But it's pretty soft.
I mean, you had a pretty deep pull with Panzer Dragoon.
Yeah. Hey, I don't even know. I've seen it played once on the internet.
Okay, do you want me to ask you one more, or do you want to ask me one?
You seem gun ho. I'll ask.
You're going to play again?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Is it an RPG?
No.
Is it a platformer?
Oh God. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Is
Yes, it is.
okay. Is it from the year 2000 or before?
No.
Oh, okay. Is it a Nintendo property?
No.
A non-Nintendo platformer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That, I think, narrowed it down, but those games I don't know. But let's see.
Well, I'm just going to clarify. That's to say it's not a first-party Nintendo game. It could have been on a Nintendo platform.
Oh.
But it could be on other... let's say it's just... It could have been on any platform.
Gotcha.
It's not a first-party Nintendo game.
Okay. I'm going to get dates wrong here. Did it have a mascot character?
No.
Oh, interesting. Now I'm really screwed. Okay. Is it on the PlayStation?
It was released on the PlayStation.
Okay.
Wait. When you say PlayStation, what do you mean by that?
I meant the entire all of the
All of them?
PlayStations, all of them.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Kind
Could have
of
been any of them.
platformer. Was there is there a shooting mechanic in the game? Any kind of like projectiles?
No.
There's no shooting. It's kind of a platformer.
It is.
Okay. This is quite difficult.
You're gonna have to try to think of some other lines here.
Does it have RPG mechanics?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Like it might have like some upgrades, but not like.
Okay, yeah, that's different.
Yeah, not like traditional RPG mechanics.
Do you is your character like Humanoid?
Yes.
Is your character a human?
Yes.
Okay, so we're playing with a human.
Yes.
It's a human.
I don't know how many questions you've asked at this point.
I'm going to say we're at about 9.
Yeah, you're probably about like 9 or 10.
Yeah,
so.
9 or 10.
Sure.
I'll start counting now. Okay, humanoid platformer after the year 2000 was on PlayStation. It's some of the PlayStation. Was it okay? Narrow the date range a little bit. Was it made after 2010?
No.
Okay, that the oddies as they call them, the time where I did play a lot of video games. Then it's a console. Is it primarily consoles?
Yes. I think there was a Windows release, but
Okay,
I would say
that's
just to make it a little easier. Yeah, you would have primarily seen this on a console.
Okay. No shooting? What the heck? Was this a terrestrial game? Were you playing like on like a world, or are you?
No.
You're not in a world.
No.
Okay.
I'm glad I didn't ask you this one first.
Oh yeah. Is it in space?
No.
Oh. Is it like in another dimension?
No. I'll give you a hint. Let's say it's not in a different dimension. It's in a different historical period, though.
Okay. A platformer in a different historical period? It's not going to be this, but I just want to ask, is it Spyro the Dragon?
No, it's not.
Okay. Well,
I think you're running out of questions here.
yeah, I am, and trust me, I have not a thought in my mind.
I'll give you 3 more questions.
Okay.
If you can even think of 3 more to ask.
Holy shit. Probably not. Is the main character, is he a brunette?
Yes.
Haha, so I know it's a guy because I said he. Trick question.
Okay, sure.
Okay, wow, a brown-haired guy that jumps, but it's not Mario.
No.
This platformer thing's got me stumped.
I know.
Completely stumped. Do you kill things in this game?
I think there is a bit of I think there is a bit of. It's not like the highlight of the game. See, the platforming is more of the highlight.
Okay. So little bit of killing, mostly jumping.
Yeah.
Human, brown hair.
All right, you get one one guess. Take a guess.
It doesn't even help me at all. Is it Sonic the Hedgehog?
No.
What the fuck is it?
Does Sonic have brown hair?
No, but I just wanted this to end.
Suffering. I guess Sonic is sort of humanoid. Anyway, you would have to go back to a different time period for this one, in a different region in the world.
Wait. Say it. Say the goddamn name.
Prince of Persia. The Sands of Time.
Oh, come on.
What do you mean?
That sucks. Very
You knew
fair.
you knew that game, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's
You play a guy.
My brain was totally totally not.
So the reason I was thinking about that was because there was news that came out recently. So Prince of Persia is a Ubisoft title.
Yeah.
And there was some sort of statement by Ubisoft basically saying, yeah, we were working on Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake for a long time, and it's not happening. It's done. It's canned. Never gonna happen. People who spent years of their lives working on this, never coming out. I hate Ubisoft. I gotta say,
Ubisoft is the fucking worst.
They're
company.
the worst.
The worst.
And they're just trying to like do corporate maneuvering now to like make themselves saleable, like to be bought by like the Saudi crown family or whatever.
The people who somehow get suckered into buying their games. It makes me so sad. And it's like, no, man, don't support this garbage. It's bad.
They've had they've had some like hits.
Yeah,
I know there
they
was a
have.
Prince of Persia game recently that was like supposed to be pretty good. I think the latest Assassin's Creed had an okay reception.
Yeah.
Although I think it was like the story was okay.
The amount of money that these fucking guys have, every game should be amazing. That's my issue. It's like, don't support these AAA developers. Look at me, this indie guy. You're supporting the little guy.
Well, my problem with
but yeah.
Assassin's Creed was that they nailed it with like 2, and
Yeah.
then all of the Ezio games, fantastic. And then they made it Assassin's Creed 3. But then Black Flag was good.
Yep.
And then they just forgot what made the games good.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just like, let's make it a loot-based combat game. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, that's not what this was.
That's sneaky
It was a
assassinations.
You're playing as an assassin. You're not like a knight with a purple sword.
Yeah, it's or trying to put like Vikings in. It's like, guys, stop stretching your lore into. You're stretching the world till it's gonna break.
Their lore was always.
I mean, it was always
pretty
bad,
stupid.
but yeah, but yeah.
Anyway, that's another kind of video game haunt for us. But that's our little game. That's our little 20 questions game. Next
I like
time,
it.
you're gonna have to ask me a couple.
I'm gonna do the same thing to you. I'm gonna give you a softish ball.
Yeah.
Like not super soft, but softish. And I'm gonna give you one which you can get. And
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
make
that
it hard.
was not so
No,
out
it
there.
actually wasn't. It wasn't.
I have so like if you listen to our first episode where we talk about our games of the year, I could have gone in any of those directions. You would have had no idea.
Absolutely. No.
I was like,
I'll
I
do the
know
same.
you're gonna know this game when I say it. Like I knew you would know about the game because it was a big game. It was a big deal. People loved the platforming, the time reversal mechanics and stuff. Very innovative for its time. So
Sense of time.
yeah.
No, I'll give you a fair shake, but I'll make it like something because that genre, that type of game, something we haven't really discussed at all. It's not in my brain whatsoever. We're talking about RPGs and beat 'em ups.
That's
and
true.
I was like, oh, like you crushed me with that, man. I was totally out of caught off
I
guard.
think we'll get better at thinking of the right questions to ask because
Yes.
if you get too narrow focused, then you're just going down the same line. But if you're like, okay, is it a platformer? Is it this? Is it that? Like, we'll get better. Yeah. But anyway, I think that's a good place to wrap up for this episode 2 of the Hobbyist Game Guys. Thank you so much for listening. It would help us out immensely if you followed us on your podcasting platform of choice, rated us on your podcasting platform of choice. If you have any feedback for us, you can send an email to hobbyistgameguys@gmail.com. And also, if you want to ask us some questions, we can do like a little question segment. I think that would be fun. Answering some listener questions. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great outro.
Yeah.
Nice job. Wow.
Thank you. But yeah, that's it for us. And we'll see you next time.
Thanks.
Bye.